So hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I will be testing the Rimac Concept 1, also known as the Rimac C1 in multiplayer in Asphalt 9 in Electric Season 1 Max Free Try MP2 at a rank of 4480, also known as Golden Max rank for this car. So we are starting it off with our first race on Scotland, the Cave. The Rimac C1 is one of the 8 cars that you could try in Electric Season 1 MP2. The others being the Taycan, the Electric R, the ZR1, the Apex, AP0, the SLR McLaren, which I didn't really like driving, so I don't really have a video about that car. And then we had the 911 GT3 RS, possibly the most annoying car in the entire season. And we also had the Rimac C1 and Inferno Automobile Inferno to free try. So in this race on Scotland, it all goes well without too much of a problem because we are the second fastest of the entire 8 cars that you could try in this season. So we really passed them without too much of a problem. So I'm also relatively acquainted in this track because I play for the Class A Cup every Thursday. So yeah, and we finished this race in first place without too much of a problem. So the Rimac C1 is also one of the few cars that were added in the Electric Season update to Asphalt 9. The others being the Electric R, which is supposed to be called the IDR, and then you got the Razor Tachyon Speed, the big disappointment thingy, and then you got the ugly 1MW, which is actually pretty good by the stats. Some people say it kills the Regera, which is sad because yeah. And then here we get into a little bit of trouble. So I went down the barrel roll really weirdly, although I wasn't going off the other side of the barrel roll, but then some people hit me here and there, and then I I just pushed this Inferno and made him go faster, which worsens my situation of being in 6th place. So as you could see just now, I attempted a floaty drift after that chaotic section there. This car can't do floaty drifts, okay? This is the only really bad thing about this car, which isn't actually bad at all if you want to consider the car as a whole, because it has good acceleration to recover from the turns, and it has good enough handling not to lose as much speed around the turns. So I don't think the inability to do floaty and punches are too much of a problem for this car at all. And this car's drifting is especially sharp. It can round most turns with relative ease, just like this one. Just look at that. I don't know why you have a little bit of problem when drifting on rough terrain, but if you have already tried this car or even have it yourself, which is very good. This is a very good class, high-end Class A car. You should know that this car's drifting is really sharp, and it kind of has warning issues. I'm not really sure whether it's just me who hit the wall too hard, or this car really has warning issues. I cannot really determine that because I didn't really have to wall ride in many of my races. I didn't really exactly manage to play that many races to figure out whether this car actually has warning issues or not. And then this car also has a bit of physics issues in its blood. I don't know why, but it's pretty fun to drive this car, especially when weird things happen, and then you get a good laugh and that. But by weird things, I don't mean knockdowns. I really hate knockdowns. And just look at how easily that car rounded the turn, and it just sped up really quickly. It has 86 acceleration and an 85 handling, I think so. It's insane, okay? It's really good in drifting, although it can't do floaty or punches. And it's just a really good high-end Class A car overall. It doesn't have any particular flaws, which just makes this car a lot more useful and a lot better than it is. So we're starting off with our next race on Nevada again. I don't know why there are so many Nevada races. I don't know why there's so many Nevada races. I think I only cut out a few which I quit. I left halfway through, and then these were the rest that I played in Rimac C1. It's very little, but at least it's worth something, because yeah, Electric Season 1 in my opinion was one of the dirtiest seasons that I ever played. But at the same time, it was pretty fun, especially if you play with the cars that I don't know how to describe it, like match you or something. yeah, it's really fun to play in this season. I hope that Electric Season 2, when we get to free try the Toridian 1MW, which I like calling, yeah, never mind. If we play Toridian 1MW, I'm interested to find out how his drifting will go, because some speculated that it will be a Regera killer, and I think that will only be the case if it's drifting, I mean its handling, it does not feel as heavy as the Regera. Has better nitro efficiency, which I think is the case, or is it similar, I'm not very sure, and has better acceleration than the Regera to be a Regera killer. So that one we have to see around a month later. So in this race we come in first place without too much of a problem. So I don't know why there are so many Nevada races, I totally haven't noticed that, but stick around the end for an Osaka race where this car did a few seconds wheelie and somehow flipped itself back into proper position, as you would say. It's insane, okay? And then here we have a bunch of 911s leading the pack, and then we get squished and all that. Yeah, usual stuff, okay, usual stuff. It's very common, I guess. And then you see people get knocked down, people get smashed against. Typical start at the typical happenings in P2, actually, nothing to be too shocked about. Yeah. So the Rimac C1, I think I'll just give my general review of this car first. It's a very good new high-end addition to Class A. It has very good acceleration. It's an 86. Top speed is fine, not the highest, but still competitive enough. Still competitive enough for Class A. My nose is a bit blocked. Handling is really good. It can corner very well. Drifting is very sharp. It can drift very well. Only disadvantage is that it can't do floaty drifts, but it's good acceleration and minimal speed loss when rounding corners makes up for the inability to floaty or punch. Nitro efficiency is not the best, but just like every other high-end Class A car, not just Class A but other classes as well. So it isn't really too much of a problem. Overall, it's a really good new addition to Class A, high-end Class A to be more precise. And it's really good for you if you actually got this kind of special event, which I can't, because I didn't even hunt a Taken because drops were too bad. I played like what? I don't know how many rounds I played. I think around I barely played 25 rounds and it barely gave me 10 blueprints. So yeah, and then you could just see how sharp this car's drifting was. Most cars sometimes can't even. Some cars oh my god. Some cars sometimes can't even make that hairpin turn in Osaka, and look at how this car just went all the way to the inside and literally wrecked itself because it's drifting so sharp. Yeah, and I tried to kill that 911 because I didn't really like them. Yeah, that was my bad. Okay, so I'll try to play cleaner. Okay, I need some time to yeah. Okay, so now we are heading to a section where we 360 and 360 and 360 all the way to the end of the race, but we somehow do a half wheelie over here, and then the car flipped itself. It propped itself back into proper position, and we finished the race in 5th place. That was a pretty weird thing to happen in any car in the game. I don't see cars in the game that have such weird behavior of going on 2 wheels and then propping itself back in that very funny way. The Rimac is also pretty unique. Okay. Yeah, so as of now it will be 2 days, no, 2 days after the Ariana E Husaria Festival and then Asphalt 8. Now it's already 45 minutes after when the festival should have started, especially if there's a 1-day gap in between the festivals, but I don't see it yet. I don't know where on earth it is. So yeah, we have to go and wait. Yeah, I'm recording this on a very cool Sunday night. Yeah. Okay, so I already gave my general review of the Rimac C1. It's a very good high-end Class A car, a very good addition to the game as well. Yeah, and it's very fun to drive, especially this season. It was pretty fun as well. So oh my god, my nose is a bit blocked. So in this race you come in first place without too much of a problem because there's no hindrance, there's not a lot of people behind us to try to kill us or something. And if you guys enjoyed this video, do leave a like and subscribe for more Asphalt 8 and 9 content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Use pink cars for car hunt, it gives you better drops.